Good morning, my friends, and welcome to the Comic Buddha. So I'm a couple of days late with my new Comic Book Wednesday post. There's been a few things going on, and clearly this morning it is quite early, so I'm not quite, photo ready for the video. So figured I'd just do a quick one here and just kind of show you what I got and kind of do a little bit of an explanation on a few of them. So the first one up is Moon Knight, number 14. This I have not read yet, but it is the last issue of the Jeff Lemire run and the end of the series. So, that's kind of unfortunate. He's done, I feel, a tremendous job with the character, just kind of flushing out not just him being Moon Knight, but going through all his personalities. So, it's a shame to see it go, but he's got a lot on his plate, so I can totally understand why he's stopping it. But, hopefully one of these days they'll pick it back up again. Book number 2 is Thanos, number 7. This is the end, I believe, of the first arc. It was either that or it was last week, I forget. But regardless, this has been a great book also by Jeff Lemire. So, definitely if you have not read it yet, you definitely need to pick it up. It's only 7 issues in, so the trade will probably be coming out soon if it isn't already. So definitely pick up Thanos. So book number 3. This is Hulk, number 6. I I picked it up because I don't know, I wanted to see, like, I've liked Jennifer Walters. There's nothing, that haven't liked her before, and I wanted to see kind of where the book was going. It's an interesting enough storyline, but when you buy a Hulk book, you kind of want to see them Hulk out, I would say, a little bit. This is the 6th book. I haven't read it yet, but it, just kind of skimmed through to see if she actually did, because she kind of hasn't yet. So, and again, I get it. They're trying to, create the story and make her, she's trying not to, she's trying to hold back, but, you know, we all know how well that works out. So again, we'll see how this one turns out. I don't know if this is going to be one of those books. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. I don't know if this is going to be one of those books that is going to be a renumbering for Legacy, but I guess we'll wait and see what happens with that one. So, all right. Next up is Dr. Aphra, number 7, and this is the part 3 of the Screaming Citadel. Like I was telling you guys last week, again, it's been a pretty good story so far. Again, this was not one I've read yet, so I'll keep working on that and tell you guys kind of how it's been going. So, all right, next up is Wonder Woman Annual, number 1. And so I believe this is the second to last book that Greg Rucka is going to be doing on his run. For some reason, I can't remember if it's going to be 24 or 25, but I'm pretty sure it was 24 is going to be his last book. So we'll kind of see if I want to continue on with it. But, again, Greg Rucka's done a fantastic job with his writing on the book, and definitely no complaints with it. So, all right, next book up is The Flash, number 23. This was a book that I was actually probably going to cancel after the button, but we'll see what happens. I'll go through the next couple of stories. Um, you know, I don't know, maybe through issue 25 or something. We'll kind of see what happens with it, but it's definitely, it's not been one of my favorites of the DC. Like, it's had just enough of it, I guess, to kind of keep me interested. The last one with the Rogues was pretty good before the Button, and then of course, obviously, we all know how the Button went, and that was great. So we'll see what happens with the rest of this one. All right, and another Jeff Lemire finishing run is Old Man Logan number 24. What can I say about it? It's been fantastic. So again, it's sad to see it go, see him go off the book, but you know, he's got a lot of stuff on his plate. So we'll see. Again, this is another one of those that I'm not 100% certain if I'm going to continue on with it into book 25. Bringing in the Maestro in number 25 definitely is appealing. So I might end up doing that just to see how the new rider's going to be. So we'll give that a try coming into June here and see what happens. All right. Next book up is going to be Doctor Strange, number 21. This is part of the Secret Empire. For some reason, I must have missed 20. I don't know what happened, but, so I'm going to have to hold off on this one until I can find issue 20. I have it on my poll, so I guess my guys forgot about it, but not a big deal, so I won't hold off on that. Doctor Strange run, though, has been extremely good. So if you have not read it yet, either pick up the issues or pick up trades. Definitely worth your time. All right, just a couple more here. This is Deadpool versus Punisher, number 4. This one I have not read just yet, but again, like I told you guys before, it's been fun. They definitely said, here's 5 issues, write Deadpool versus Punisher, see what you can do with it. So, yeah, definitely worth your while if you're a Punisher or Deadpool fan. Rock Candy Mountain, number 1. This was actually one that my guys at my comic book shop had told me about. They had the artist and writer for Rick and Morty come to the comic book shop here in Cleveland, and they had the Rickmobile come through. Unfortunately, I was not able to get over to it. Apparently, the line stretched clear across the whole parking lot, and there was a lot of people that were there. But apparently, it was a really good time. But so anyway, this is a funny book. I don't know if you guys have read it or not yet, but it's. I don't know if it's going to be 3 issues. It only shows 3 so far, but it's, to me, I'm definitely picking it back up. They were definitely right about this one. You can't go wrong with the devil fighting hobos and hobos fighting hobos. So it's definitely a good pull if you guys have not read this one yet. All right, and then lastly, well, almost lastly, I'll just throw that one in there real quick. That is Secret Empire number 3. Being the fan of a certain character that I am, not too happy with the end of that one. But maybe there's some trickery afoot. So we'll see what happens. All right, and then the last book is Destroyer. This is book 1 of 6 from Boom. This one I actually saw on Comic Book Villain. He had this book on his one post because he had gotten it from someone else. But so I figured I might as well give it a check and see if it's any good. Basic story behind it is that there is it's a distant relative of Victor Frankenstein, and she is basically recreating her son. Something happened to where he passed away, and she is reanimating him. So, and the actual Frankenstein has been somewhere in Antarctica for many millennia. So I don't know. We'll see. So far, so good. yeah, so I'll keep on giving that a try and kind of going on from there. So, but other than that, that is it for now. I do have a couple of probably unboxings that I might do here shortly. I've got a couple of things coming through, and you know, I'll get that down the road a piece. Maybe on Sunday, maybe on Saturday, depends. We'll see how much time I've got to do that. But anyway, so I will let you guys go. Have yourself an enjoyable rest of the day, and be good to yourself and everyone else, and peace through comics.